Hello and welcome, and hello to Ultimate Plays, who's already joined us. Hope you're doing okay. Hope your Saturday's going well. Right, so Factorio then. Well, before we start, I've got a package on the way. It says it's going to turn up about 4:30 best time, or 7:30, somewhere in that window. So I may have to suddenly dash away because it's one I need to answer the door for. It's actually more of these. It's more of the wrist things because this one's starting to break down. They don't last very long, these, because they're Velcro and it tends to tear them to pieces. But I'm just trying to check all the audios and stuff are fine. Seems to be okay. Right, so yes, let's load up the Megabase. Now, did I do anything between the streams? I don't think I have. Not in this. I mean, I've been testing things. I've made a bit of a bit of a realization because I've just started planning out how I'm going to do the purple science build, and if I do want to hit 5,000 science packs a minute, I need a lot of space because the amount of steel you need just for purple science packs, like at that sort of volume, is enormous. So basically, the build I've got, and it's literally just for steel for the purple science packs at 5,000 a minute, is basically that sort of size. So the notion that this base is going to hold all of our science production is wrong, basically. Now, what I think I'll actually do is, because we're going to need to do outposting for resources and stuff anyway. But I think what I'll do is perhaps some of them will be inside the walls, because I'm not sure. Because one option obviously is to push out with the walls, so go out further, find some more choke points, take the walls out further. That's one option. Obviously, that would be quite time consuming. The other option is to push out, and when I'm doing outposting, also do like science-based builds. So we could push out here and maybe red science. That's not all that big, red science, but it's sort of there or something. And maybe the central, because I think I'm going to end up landfilling a lot of this as well, just to give me room to do stuff. But maybe we put the rockets and the science labs are somewhere in the middle here, and then we bring in the actual science packs from a load of outposts way out in the well, not way out, outside of our normal walls. So so that's one thing I've kind of realized. The other thing is that I need to go around, really, I think, and exploit all the resources I'm going to exploit. Because, for example, here, I've already got replacement copper, obviously, but for example, that's virtually gone. And although there's quite a lot there, the base isn't doing anything. I'm not actually doing any science at the moment. But yeah, so the plan today is I'm going to hook, at the end of the last stream, let's show it on the map. Oh, I think I did. I have a memory of going back and putting modules in these, I think. Because we haven't even, these haven't even been filled out yet, so it's not finished. But the idea is basically to finish off the red circuit build. I'll probably, what we'll then do is basically copy and paste this, and we'll just put a second one there. I don't think I've got the stuff to do that, but we'll put it in place. And then basically I'll go around and we'll sort of try and exploit some of these patches and hook everything up internally. And then, if there's time today, go try and sort out the train naming convention. And if there's more time than that, what we could do is start designing the outposts, because I've got some ideas of how to do them. But say part of that is I need to decide whether I'm going to do like central smelting or anything like that, because that was one of the things I was kind of determined to do, localized smelting. So, for example, the purple science, as I say, would be a complete build. All I would have to do is bring in iron, copper, stone, those sorts of things. But they're going to be so big individually, it probably makes more sense to centralize some of it. Or, oh, I've had a bit of a thing. We might actually, if I lob in a couple of shelves over here. Because it kills them off much more efficiently if you actually just artillery them, basically. You know, we could restart science and stuff like that. So we've got plenty to do, but as I say, I kind of need to work out kind of how I'm going to do outposting. So that probably is the big thing. Yeah, so let's get going. Do we want to take any of you lot with us? I was fiddling about with Spidertrons last episode because we're going to have an army of them basically. Which one would we need to take? Not you. Pink one. There we go. Actually, have I got... Do that. Because once we've got red hooked up, the thingammy production, the module production should ramp up because it's really, and I can also restart science then. It's really red circuits that's really being starved. I mean, what will happen then, of course, is the blue circuits will run out, but they're a lot more compact really than red, and you don't actually need quite as many. Well, not for this, as you might think. Right then, so let's go and see if we can fill out this area over here. I'm not sure I've got enough beacons because they only stack to 10. So, because I want to put the beacons in. There you go. Is that all of them? Yeah, that's all the beacons. Why are you? There you go. Have I got any on me? I don't have any on me, do I? Crikey. So it's only about half of the thing there. I could stick in... No, I can't. I've not any prod modules either. Okay. What about this? Has this got... Because there were some missing, I think, from over here last time, and I think that's what I came and did. I think I filled all this out, and that was it. That was all I did, sort of thing. Yeah, I can't see any missing speed. Right then, so... I'm actually a bit sort of... I'm not sure I'll go for this full 4 hours today, because I'm a bit knackered, a bit tired. Because this morning I had to do a load of work in the garden. Basically because the landlord's coming around, so I needed to clear it up. The garden's just a complete disaster area, to be honest with you, because I have absolutely no interest in doing anything in the garden. But it's got this... Oh, look. It's got this grass area with paving slabs in it, and it's like... let's turn that on. Is that on? Yeah. So let's let them bring that over. But yeah, so I was having to clear it all out, strim it. I don't have a... It's not big enough for a lawnmower, but there's like a strimmer I use, but it's really hard work. But it's done now. Are you bringing me the things? How many we got in there? 480. It's actually, what's going on here? Oh! I wonder if they might have been triggered by a clearance thing here. Right, have we got the... No? Let's run up. Might be a bit speedier. But yeah, so I mean, last time, because you know I need to put like the speeds in these to help with the science and stuff as well. But last time I did all the conditions, I think I didn't check. There's some I think should actually be buffer chests rather than like requesters and stuff like that. But I think otherwise we're pretty much good to go. I mean, I could put speeds in quite a lot of this stuff, but it sort of doesn't make a great deal of difference. Why are we not bringing me these? Unless you've done it and I didn't notice. Oh no, we are full. Right, okay. Right, so let's head down. In fact, I think this is on remote, isn't it? So why don't I do it automatically? And then I can also pop in some more solar. Because say I kind of need to decide, am I going to exploit that? And what about the coal and this stuff? But we can work around it for now. I think that's what I did. That's what I did do. I plopped in a bit more landfill because we're going to end up. This is all going to end up landfilled, I think. So yes, I need to just fix these edges where the landfill has been. Here we go. Where's the corner? So I plop that in. And that one. And that one. Right, so if we put you in there, where can we landfill up to? We can landfill up to there. Okay, so sort of in line with that water. Let's give that a go. So about there-ish, I think. So kind of fill all of this in. And how far over here? Oh, that is the edge. Okay. Yeah, because given how much landfill we're going to have to do, we should really try and grab that. It's only a relatively small patch, but yeah, every little is going to count, I think. Pop that in there. That. And that one. And then I'll just do something there. Like that. Oh, missed. Over there. Right, and then some more here. Like so. I should let you put the blueprinting on top of the landfill. That'd be quite useful. And there. Oh, did I? Oh, I did. I overlapped the. Having said I just want to grab it, I've then overlapped it. So we want to take out. I don't know. Something like that. And then where was it? So that would be okay. That one not. And that one not. So I need to take out them as well. There we go. Oops, got some fish by accident. Cool. Right, are we there yet? Yes, we are. But we don't quite have enough to do then. Can I hand make 3 more? Let's have a quick look. Is it 3? I think it's 3. Yeah, 3. So let's see if we can hand make them. Have you got any? No, I didn't put any things in, did I? Any modules? Let's see what we can do. Yeah, It'll be only a small proportion of it, but... Oh, these are missed as well. Okay. Oh, okay. Right. So, if we plot these modules in where we can, I'll probably do one more round trip, and then I'll work on the connecting all the trains up instead. Because we should be able to put all the... Oh, there we go. That's actually a lot. That's all she wrote. Should be able to put the the actual beacons down. But it's going to be a while before we've got the beacons to... sorry. Should be able to put the beacons down, but it'll be a while before we've got the modules to go in them. Need to redo the science as well. Get some modules on that, but again, no real point until we've got the actual modules to put in them. Right, so we're going to look at the power situation. I mean, we could fit another one in there, I think, couldn't we? Yeah, easily. Only one there. Right, let's just put it like that. Like that. So I need a bit of landfill there. Like that. I'll plot that on there, but we'll have to sort of come back to that. And we want more landfill across there. What about down the bottom? Because what I could do, I could bring the train line... Oh yeah, we got them chests as well. I forgot all about them. Where could we bring the train line? In fact, how much uranium? Oh, it's only 1 million. Okay. Because it would make most sense to come down here, basically, and we can have, all sorts of spurs coming off here, and then we can stick us close to the sort of edge and grab them. But I'm just wondering how exactly I'm going to do that, because I'll think about that later, I think. How are we doing? Are we stocked up? We all done? Cool. What we could do is we could get Spidey to go over there by automation. Something like that. And then we could hop in the one that's got the rail in it. There we go. Use that. Feels a bit like I've sort of, I don't know, lost momentum on this. I say this is kind of why I end up stopping or restarting effectively a lot of the time, because I say I kind of get to a point where I'm like, actually we don't need to come over here, do we? Because this is all the rail is done here. It doesn't have trains, so that's what I need to hook up. We need a coal train. We need a copper train. Obviously, we've got the green circuits. Although, is that running? Not sure if that's running or not. And I need to bring the logistics, you know, refueling thing over. But I don't actually need to do any rail building, I don't think. It's the other end I need the drop-off. So where are we going to put the drop-off? We could put it here. Or we could put it here. If we put it here, that's a nice easy conversion into a T-type junction. And also gives us a sort of option, you know, we can still stick something in there. Yeah, let's do that. Now, actually, I could make that a T that way rather than that way. Okay, let's do that. Been playing all sorts this week. Was started off playing Near Replicant, which is RPG. I never played it, the original Near, when it was out. In fact, I didn't, because it was out on it was consoles, I think, only console only. I didn't play it then. Oh, of course the blueprints are different, aren't they? Is that way around? No, it's just a different blueprint. Okay. I played Nier Automata. I really enjoyed that. That train probably needs a different set of instructions. Right, so what we'll do is just take out the middle and put it back in again. But yeah, I started playing it, but then Biomutant came out, and it was a game I've been really interested in. So I started playing that, but there are some problems with that game. So we want an unload station. Not technically, you know, not in a it's broken sense, but they've made some design choices that are probably not for the best. Do I want to put it a bit further down or right on that junction? Let's put it right here, I think. Let's do that. I want to completely rework all this thing. Oh, let's bring you over. There we go. Right, have you done all the... Looks like it. Can't see any pinky purpley bits. Obviously we haven't got the modules that we need, but let's bring you back home and get you restocked. Right, so that's all that bit done. Do is here. Now, what have I done reloading wise here? So I'm not reloading it here, am I? No. Okay, so we can take these out. Let's fill our pointless turret with some pointless ammo, as per usual. And pick them up. Right. Right. So, let's just give this red circuit unload. I'm going to have to sort the naming system out. I've made a bit of a mess of that. So that's the unload. Is there a train out? Oh, there is. Okay. So let's... red circuit load. Red circuit unload. Full. Oops. 2 minutes. And then empty. I won't set it going though, because we need to fix or set up the whole refueling. What am I going to do with this? So, if we bring the red circuits, where's the red circuit connection? Is it this one? Is this red circuits? Yes, that's red circuits. Okay, so I want to take this down here, maybe. Oops. Like that. And then, I mean, I've got 2 things there, but I don't really need to. I don't think. Bit low to put the red circuits in that gap. So instead, what if we bring them over here somewhere? Okay, so 1, 2. Let's give a bit of a gap. So if they're sort of there, like that. 1, 2, 3, 4. So, like that. Okay, we'll go up there. Cool. Hope you're okay, Ultimate Plays, if that's still you watching. I don't know. Might have had to go. What are we doing? Right. How about actually, if we snake through here, like this maybe. Oops. And then across here. Oh. Like that. And if we need to fit through this gap, you're still here. Good. I could just go down here, but I think I prefer going down this side again. So if we maybe, I think if we anticipate this being, because this is way overkill, because we're not going to be producing that many red circuits anyway. So what's the point in having all of this gubbins here? So we might as well what? If we move, say, move this up one, like that. And then like that. And then sort of the same here, I guess. No. So you had to go. It's no problem. It's it's always great that you join me at all, sort of thing. I don't kind of, more than happy to people to just drop in, you know, sort of as and when they're, you know, whether they're around or they're not busy or whatever. So stream really is. Why am I? Oh, my bots aren't on. No wonder they're not doing anything. I was wondering why the bots were all coming and flying over and doing stuff, but mine aren't turned on. Yes, I mean, you know, the series is kind of almost more for me, you know, to do the whole Megabase thing. It's not. Or to try it, to see if that's something I can actually do for once. Right, so that's all hooked up, isn't it? Apart from at the top here, where I don't, yeah, the belts aren't actually connected. So what we want to do, I'm going to shift that back a bit, and then put a splitter in. There we go. Yeah, so it does feel a little like I've lost momentum, but it's because, I say, I don't quite know what I'm doing. The bit of the game up to launching a rocket. What did I do there? There we go. You know, I would say I'm pretty good at. You know, I can do that. Well, I mean, I did the, you know, the minimum item crafting achievement. So the, will it be on the bottom? There we go. So I did that one in my free time, as it were, you know, when I wasn't streaming and wasn't working, and that only took me about 25 hours. Now I had, you know, I turned biters off, and you know, because you don't, for some of the achievements you don't have to have them on, but you know, so there was no pressure from, you know, I didn't have to do any of the military research at all. Well, I did, you know, grenades and stuff, but you know, they say I launched a rocket in 25 hours, which kind of bodes well for trying to do the old, you know, speed run type ones, because I didn't plan it out at all. I just sort of did it, you know. But say it's this next bit, it's a big hump that I've never sort of managed to get over, really. Just trying to check that this is all okay. So we've got, I say, ridiculous amounts of unloading for such a small number of circuits coming in. But they both feed in there. They both feed in there. That goes up. I think I've balanced this a ridiculous number of times, but there we go. I've hooked up the other ones. Right, so we should be able to sort of, you know, turn the train on, in theory. Apart from what we should put in first. Have I got any roboports? Yeah, not roboports. So we should put in a bit of refueling for the trains over here. Alright, these haven't even got... okay. Why are you not making any red circuits at all? Because you've not got whatever this is. Did I break green circuits somehow? Ah, no, it's because... Wait. Why is it because... Stop green circuit 1, unload 1. Oh, manually stopped. Oh, okay. So it's not even switched on. Okay, fine. I hadn't appreciated it wasn't switched on. Right, so we need to put some roboports in so that they can fuel up these trains. But I don't know where I need to put the roboports in. So I guess... Because that's the actual unload, so... It's no problem, I guess, just going straight up here. No, maybe if we go up there... Oh, no, we'll use the power poles that are here. Let's do that. I'm going to hop out. Oh dear. Right, where can we connect? So we've got one, say here maybe, and then one there, one there. Yeah. Do that for us. That one there. I was actually thinking about the whole, because I mean, you wouldn't have. I know, you know, it's not. How can I put it? People who sort of watch my Factorio streams don't tend to watch the satisfactory ones, which is fine. I'm not, you know, different games, different audiences, etc. But I was trying to think about the strange situation with the VODs I've ended up in, because the ones on YouTube, an organisation seems to be attempting to claim my videos as using their copyright material, which is complete rubbish. I'm sure it's an automated system that's flagged my content. Oh, that's not connected, is it? That's annoying. Okay, let's just put a power pole in like that. Right, so you should have fuel. You've got fuel. In fact, actually, I could probably have gone this way, couldn't I? Maybe just put one in there. That's probably better. Yeah, there we go. But yeah, so I was thinking about it, and do I sort of bin the series off and maybe pick up Dyson Sphere program again? Maybe do another playthrough of that now that they've introduced the copy and paste mechanic, which the game sorely needed. Oh, that's annoying. That's annoying. Where can I put it that covers both? So if you can put it there, maybe? Trying to cover all of the, you know, requester chests, basically. But I kind of thought, well, let's actually try and play Satisfactory sort of off stream a bit. And I've been really enjoying it. It's only this morning, but but yeah, I've been building a factory. Oh well, ish. I mean, it's a load of foundation pieces and some walls, basically. But yeah, I think I'm going to keep going with it. And then if this company keeps trying to claim my stuff, I'll just keep contesting it. Because I've got nothing to lose. I mean, I don't, you know, I'm not, well, I can't monetize the videos even if I wanted to, because not got enough subscribers, etc. It's just annoying that. Well, I'm not going to moan about it again, but oh, thrown out. Can I hand make one more? I only need one more. Where's the? It's because it's a well. I was doing my garden this morning, and because it's a bank holiday weekend and it's actually sunny in the UK for once. There's a lot of people mowing their lawns and that sort of thing. So we need a power pole there. Should put the chests in first, and then I'll copy and paste the conditions over. Yep, so that's all powered, and are you covering everything? Yep. So it's going to grab the. It's telling me something's missing now. copy and paste the conditions. Okay. Yeah, so if there's any background noise, it shouldn't be because it's got like a filter on it and stuff, but like buzzing and, you know, lawnmowers going, it's because, I say, the people who haven't gone away, because we're kind of out of lockdown now in the UK. Not officially, but I think pretty much everyone's behaving as if we are. Yeah, so people who haven't gone away, you know, on a weekend break are kind of doing outdoors things, like mowing lawns and stuff like that. Right, so is that all set up now? We've got that station up and running. These aren't doing anything, so I could start him up now that he's got fuel. So let's set you on automatic. I don't quite know what I'm going to do in terms of like train logic and stuff, because I prefer the two-headed trains, you know, when you have the carriages, the tractor units on both ends. I prefer that because I like this sort of design and that sort of thing. There's a lot of rubbish spoken about single-headed being quicker and all that. It's all rubbish, basically. It's all down to personal preference and what you like, because you can do a test that basically proves, you know, one's faster than the other, and you can just set that test up almost how you want to prove whatever you want. The reality is they're not really any quicker as long as you do them properly. It does tend to have the disadvantage that, or one of the disadvantages to two-headed trains is that you end up with stackers that are much larger, because with a single-headed you can sort of kind of incorporate in the design, basically, the actual stacker. So as I say, it wouldn't look anything like that, but the actual, you know, it can be a bit more space efficient, usually if you're going single-headed. But it does also have the advantage that you can do more things in terms of train logic, because what tends to happen with two-headed is if I put a condition on this train, to basically, so if I start switching stations on, it's basically, so what I've done with the defensive trains, so this whole system, where these trains are basically sat here waiting for when, oops, took the map off. So when any of these stations becomes live, they'll oh, I've turned station names off. So all of these unload stations, when they go live, when they turn on, these trains will head off. And that only works because of how the logic works. If you think about it, what it's trying to do in terms of going to a new station only really works if it's a loop. If you have double-headed trains, because a train like this, right, if I tell it, so if I move it forward slightly, depending on what order, you know, you've set things up again, basically if it tries to head off to a station that's not available, it can get stuck, essentially. So for example, if it went here, right, so imagine you've got two trains stacked up. Yes, you've got one in the station, one stacked up, and where this one wants to go, well, this one unloads and it turns this station off, right? Now this train will sit here basically unable to go into the station, right, but also unable to go to the next place, because what happens is it tries to go into this station, it fails because the station is turned off, and then it goes to the next part of its logic and says, right, well, I need to go to the other station. But it can't do that because what I'm doing is doing a turnaround. So the whole point of this system is it's reliant on the train pulling in and pulling away. So in other words, the trains that are going to a station flip from these trains to these trains. And if our train is waiting here, then it's trying to pull into that. It can't do that, so it goes, right, well, what's my next option? My next option is to go to another station, which is open. And it can't do it because it has to turn around in order to do it. It can't reverse up this track. And, you know, you could put a loop in, I guess, but then it's even bigger. And so then even when this train goes, it's stuck. It can't leave because, you know, this one waiting can't go in because it's trying to go to the station it can't get to, you see. And that you end up with that sort of stuck, like a lock-jammed system. There are ways around it. They're very complicated and generally involve like mega stackers and putting in special like loop systems that they can sit in the middle of. It's not great. So what I really needed to do is basically I can limit the number of trains that are allowed at a station, and I can do that basically instead of turning stations off. I can just say, right, well, you know, don't open this station, or don't allow more than 3 trains at this station, and we can tie that to the number of stackers and all that sort of stuff. And then I can give them all the saved names, and it'll just sort of auto sort itself. You know, there will never be more waiting than it can handle, and I don't need to actually turn the station off. So that's probably how I'll get around it. But anyway, that's all beside the point. Where's? Oh, I've left Spider over there. Okay, let's go and get Spidertron. Oops. I was going to hop in this train, but there's no point if I got to go and get the Spider. But what we can do is just turn that on. In fact, let's stick some more legs in. Make sure there's no trains going. So yeah, we'll make sure this system is running. You know, make sure it's doing, in quotes, what it's meant to do in terms of providing red circuits. Because this is why I need to exploit the resources, so that we can, you know, get all these trains up and running and all that sort of stuff. So we've got green circuits here are working. Did I ever fill this out? I think I did. We should have all the... Looks like it. So these are running at their maximum, you know, maximum thing. What we could do is we can have a look. Pretty sure these are all filled out now. Yeah, they are. So, are they? Oh, of course, we've not quite got enough stuff coming in. But what I can do is just make sure, yeah, all the material's going down to the end. I say we need the trains to properly fill out these lanes to get this to run at maximum production. But it's not. I mean, it's not far off what it will do. So let's have a look. See if a red train is running. It's sat at the station. Is it sat at the station because it's just waiting? Yeah. Let's send it round. Let's have a race with it. See if we can get to the station first. I need to make sure it's going to be close. We'll call that a draw, shall we? Right, so are you emptying? Have I set up? Yeah, so we got things on there. So that's all running through. Let's go and have a look and see. See them all coming up. I'm not sure there's much point in me. Oh. Why have you... Oh, of course, I haven't put... Right, we need these on here so that it will get rid of anything it picks up. Like so. Okay. Ah. Oh, the logic's not set. Wonder how it ended up with them. Anyway, right. Let's have a look at our power again. See, they fill it out quite quickly. This is one of the big advantages to these sort of remote bot-based builds. I say it's. I've said it before. I'm hoping it's going to kind of be my saviour in terms of making the old Megabase, because hopefully we can basically use Spidertron to do a lot of the remote stuff. But I need to set all of those Spidertrons up, basically. What happened there? That seems to be... I've done something wrong there, haven't I? Because that's not properly lined up. Oh, I've put something wrong here, look. That's annoying. Let's pick all of this up again then. Cancel all of that. And give it another go. So what did I do? I must have... So that's fine. That's fine. So obviously that one went wrong. Right, there we go. Sort of doesn't matter, but might as well be neat and tidy. So let's get them to do that. Let's add in some more stuff over here. Okay. So pop that in. So I need a bit more landfill here. Like that. Might as well. Going to do all of this. I say we're going to basically landfill all of this eventually, I'm sure. So let's just get it done. Or get it marked out anyway. Cool. Do. Cool. Right, are we all stocked up? We're all stocked up. All of our Spideys must be stocked up. Let's make sure they are. Yeah, so everyone's got personal logistics on. So, in theory, we should copy and paste this green circuit build. Why am I doing that? What would be the point of doing that? The point of doing that would be that we could potentially, given that, as I say, my science builds are going to have to be outside the walls, I think, mostly. We could at least produce green circuits internally, and then I don't have to produce them, locally or in some remote area. And we can feed all the green circuits and red circuits with material inside the walls. But the problem is, we've not even got the modules to do this. What I'd be better off doing would be making a dedicated module factory, I guess. Are these now getting... Oh, they are, look. We might be able to go and stick some modules in there, actually. Throws all the ratios off, but that's fine. Is this properly oh, look at that. Look at all those lovely red circuits. Let's have a butcher's. I say blue will be the next issue, I suspect. I mean, the other thing we could do is sort science out. I'm being indecisive. Part of the problem is, I'm not sure I feel up to anything complicated today. I think what we'll do is we'll go around, we'll set up some of these, because all that is, you know, railways and sticking down stuff. We'll see how much we can get done. So what I need to do, I guess, is maybe put a spur in here. You know, take a railway, because that's an okay sort of gap. We'll take the railway off down there. I mean, first thing we could do, we could stick a couple of stations in, grab all of this stuff. I'm a bit wary about putting too many things off of the main artery, because we've already got quite a lot of complicated stuff. I don't really need all of these stackers, do I? But whatever. Because I'd like to, you know, if this is gonna be our, you know, green and red science circuit production, then we should really be getting material in. You know, we should get coal train, we should get copper train. I haven't even named these. Iron train, get them all up and running. So, you know, that'll at least finish those builds properly. Oh, we've got a branch here, haven't we? Well, that's an option. So we could go down here and round the corner there, maybe. It's a long way to travel, but then if I feed most of what's here into this system, stone I think will just convert into landfill over here. Yeah, and then the coal patch, because I'm making my plastic with coal liquefaction, so I can feed all of those stone, maybe that one, into, the coal into this. The iron we can feed into here. The coppers, we can feed into both of these. Okay, I think that's a bit of a plan. I mean, we won't get all of that done today, but we can sort of work on it. Right, so let's get into train Spidey, which is you, isn't it? In fact, I could order up some more railway and stuff, couldn't I? But we won't hang around for that. I'll just set the orders for when we're coming back. The other advantage of working on this, of course, is they can make all of the, you know, modules and beacons and stuff that we need to put into the system itself. You know, wait for that virtuous circle thing to sort of happen. How are we doing? It's 4 o'clock. I'm just going to check, see if my parcel's meant to be anytime soon. Because I'll probably have to dash over and... So it's now saying 4:15. But it's not giving the map that shows, you know, that they are actually anywhere close by. Right, so we want some train blueprints. I'm definitely going to get some, because what I've been working on, say on the test map, I wonder if I might stream some of the test map stuff actually. It's a bit me just sort of sat there thinking. So I don't know that it's that interesting, but I was trying to think of ways as well of remotely restocking Spidertron, because other than having like 20 or something stupid, where's the corner? There we go. Other than having like 20 Spidertrons, you know, all loaded up with stuff, I can't think of a way to get them to basically refill themselves. With rockets, I mean. So, if we go one more down, is that going to be too far? No, that should be okay. In fact, we might want to go 2 down, actually. No, 2 wouldn't work. So if we go... there it is. Oh, that one then. Go there. And then we'll flip into straight mode again. Like that. So I'll just plan this actual track out, I think. And I think we're going to put the actual, you know, stations and stuff later, because we want to grab that oil. But I haven't really sorted oil out at all, really, on the main bus. Put that there. Oh, you're off, are you, Ultimate Play? See you later. So I guess maybe try and sneak through that gap there, I think. I could go straight over. Why am I avoiding doing that? Because we're going to have to landfill this here. Kind of no matter what we do, really. No, let's keep going straight. Now that we've got the red circuits coming in, I think I'm going to restart, because I never finished this one. So if we do mining prod 8, because it's about halfway through, so we'll just keep that. We'll start that back up. Because I particularly like to do the artillery sort of in. That's too far over, isn't it? So if I do a corner, that's going to be too close, I think. Going to do a corner. What does that look like? So if we go down there, yeah, that interacts too closely with our thing. So if we put that up, what does a straight bit look like? Straight bit puts us there. Okay, if we chop off this, is that going to be good? So go down there. Misses the oil nicely. Yeah, that'll be okay. Cool. So if we go down here. I think I had a half-finished thought. I was thinking about binning off Satisfactory on Fridays, but so I was playing it this morning and kind of really getting into it. I think it's a time thing. I really need to. Well, I need to play it off stream for good chunks of time, and then maybe do the streams as sort of. I didn't have to do any landfill. As a sort of a highlight thing of, you know, here's where I got to this week type of thing. Because it's only a 2-hour stream, so it doesn't give me a lot of chance to do very much. Or I just do it as intermediate things, or I kind of bite the bullet and do some big streams, but then I don't, you know, there's no slots for me to do that really. I'd have to switch out one of these Factorio streams, and I just don't want to do that. So I think I'll come down here, and then we'll do a T-junction there, so that we can have some stations here, a bunch of stations there, and then we'll take it that way. Because I don't want to put it too far. I kind of want it to be, you know, it's really an set of oil stations that I'm then also going to, you know, pull up these resources with. We'll leave. I mean, I'm not fussed about that copper. Okay, so where would that need to be? It need to be a good few things down. The other option is to kind of revive. Oh no, I did say this earlier. Revive Dyson Sphere program. Start a new series on that. Now that there's the copy and paste of sorters. I remember what they were called then. Because you can't get at the new planets basically if you, unless you start a new seed, as it were. Right. So if that was there, is that a good place for the oil? Let's have another check. So if this is the bottom rail, then it going straight over. Yeah, that'll be okay. That's the rail there. So it misses the actual things with a bit of room for if and when we have, you know, beacons. So that's fine. How much stuff have we got? So still about a third of Spidey. So that should get us over, get this bit done. There's a game coming out, I've completely forgotten what it's called. There's another building game that I've had my eyes on for a while. And they just kind of announced that they're going into the Game Pass, you know, the Xbox Game Pass, which I have. So I think I'll probably do something on that. It's like it's a lot more focused on like combat. So you sort of play a character who has a mech, and they get like, I think it's meant to be like a wormhole, but they get, you know, sent deliberately. It's like a colonization thing. Have we run out of rail? Okay, run out of rail. So let's just keep going with the blueprints. Oh no. Oh, is it out of juice? Oh, it's out of juice. Okay. Oh, there we go. Let's just plop them in and maybe it'll recharge in the meantime. But yeah, you get sort of sent to this other, you know, this alien planet. I think for colonization purposes. I think that's the idea. But it's packed full of alien life, basically. So there's a big focus on like combat and defending yourself. So it's sort of a, you know, halfway between, you know, Factorio and Dyson Sphere program, and as I understand it, Dyson Sphere program is meant to be putting in combat. I don't know what that's going to look like, but apparently that's one of the things they're planning to put in. But say it looks almost like a tower defense version of Factorio. So you build a big factory with, you know, and you put up loads and loads of different types of turrets and defend yourself like that. But say, because I've had my eyes on it for a while, and if it's on Game Pass, then what the hell, you know? Let's give it a go. So I guess I want to come up there somewhere. whereabouts is the question. I mean, we could have, if we go up and... No, let's put the rail in first there. I'm thinking we almost use this as an end point. Yeah, we put the station there. Yeah, I like that idea. So, put a corner in like that. And I'll put one in. Up here. It's a very long way away, this. As in, it's a very long route for the trains to be going. So, potentially this oil loading station could go here. Is that overlaps with the... Oh, that's not oil load. Where's oil load? There's oil load. So it's overlapping with the actual oil patch. So we want to be down a bit further, but not too far. So I want to take up maybe that part. Does that work? What does that look like? Yeah, that works. Okay. Oh, small disturbed child. Crikey. Poor thing. So my thought here is because this is like too wide. So if I do this, we'll have to do the solar panels around all of it. But if these will get eaten up pretty quickly, I think. Yeah, I'm thinking we'll be able to effectively work around it ultimately with the solar panel, so there'll be like a gap in the solar panels just here, and here is what I am thinking. So where do we want to put the other stations? So we might as well plan all of this out, really. When you're at this end, it sort of doesn't matter in terms of signalling, because there's going to be the only trains that are going to be up here are going to be the ones coming and gathering material, and they're mostly just going to either sit in the station or blast back home again. So you don't need to worry too much about log jams usually. I actually started writing a script for a tutorial. Might be an over enthusiastic term, but can I maybe if I flip that? Not. Oh, helps if you press the right key. I can't flip braille blueprints, can I? Yeah, that's a pain. Because it would be better if the stacker was on this side, but I don't think the blueprint will work if I do that. No, it wouldn't, would it? Okay. Okay, never mind then. We'll just take the belts round or something like that. So it's 4:15, no sign of my delivery person. Let's just have another quick check. I bet this will be weird on the VOD. Right, let's have a reload. Oh, okay. They are literally 200 yards that way. I will leave that up. It should update automatically, but we'll have to take a break. Probably it's going to be about 4:30, I think. There's a few stops, but they're very close. Okay. Right, so that's going to be a copper pickup. I'm thinking over here we might do a T-junction. I haven't actually, not T-junction, crossroads. I haven't actually used crossroads in any of the blueprints, in any of the building yet. I try to avoid them. They are... I've done my best, obviously, to make sure this is signalled properly, but it's almost inevitable I've got something wrong somewhere. But yeah, so I started writing like a script for not, I say, tutorial's far too extravagant a term, but sort of an introduction to railways, because I think it's one of the things like players struggle with the most. So can I put a... Will that corner work? Oh, it's the wrong blueprint. And while I say I wouldn't in any way classify myself as any kind of expert, I think the key to it is knowing some basic principles. I think that'll work. Like I say, and particularly how to avoid... Wrong blueprint again, there we go. How to avoid log jams and what causes them. Oh! Ah, okay. Yeah, so if we do a bit up here, we try and have 2 stations in here, maybe? Maybe if we do one... how would that work? So if we go up here, like this, can I... I think if I can put... Where's the loading station? There we go. So if that was at the end, like that, that would be quite well lined up for the coal. And then we maybe put, if it'll fit, a T-junction in here. Which side is the stacker on? The stacker's going to be on the bottom side, isn't it? So we need that there. And then we'll put a straight rail in there. And bottom. Okay. Can I work round that? I can probably work round that eventually. I mean, I don't... What do I need the stacker for, really? In fact, why don't I abandon that altogether, and we'll just convert that into landfill again, and work it into the box, I think. So, get rid of all of that. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I like that plan. Did we... Oh, we did. Missed a load of stuff there. It's quite important that because all of my neighbours, I shouldn't say this, I guess, because this is sort of, it's not doxing, is it? Sort of revealing the thing. But all my neighbours are out basically because they've all gone, you know, on holiday basically for the bank holiday, which I don't blame them. I would have done that myself, but I'm kind of holding fire a little bit. So let's put tags on so I remember. So we'll landfill that. We'll landfill that. But yes, there's no one to pick. You know, I can't just leave one of my neighbours to get it, sort of thing. Not sure about that. I say that they are not there to do that. So where do I want to put? Because we've got the oil there, so we would be better off, you know, coming out with a spur there. Maybe we could put the oil load there. How big is it? It could fit in there, yeah. And then I can have a copper loading station here, I think. So if we wanted the copper loading station somewhere here, then we want the train line to be lined up here. Like that. So that's probably okay. And like that. Like that. Do I go one more up, or will this work? So if that was the loading station there, I think that's probably alright, isn't it? Because if there was one more up, it'd be here. Oh yeah, it'd overlap then. Can't be doing all that. Right, so plop that in there. Have you got any trash in here? Yeah. I'm gonna actually just do that, and then I can hear it. No. So that's a copper loading. That's a copper loading. Those two are oil, and that's oil. What was that for? Oh, that's coal. So we want this iron. This several copper, aren't there? So if we maybe have okay, let's put this oil one in. Put this oil one in here somewhere. So if this was approximately there, then we would need to have the T-junction. Would the T-junction work there? I think it would, wouldn't it? So if we have that as the T-junction, no, that's too far up. So there, and then put a straight rail down, but we'll have to, it'll be too long. So I want the oil load, because that overlaps into the thing, so I want the oil load there. So we need to chop this bit off, and then I remember my first few playthroughs when I was trying to do trains and getting massively log jammed. It's why I don't like single-headed trains, because the whole roundabout thing is usually just a disaster in my experience. Mainly because you have to basically roundabouts. If you do a roundabout, no, you're gonna. Then essentially, it's like inviting trouble. Basically, it's like every train coming onto the roundabout, and particularly if you start doing, you can do if you at least eventually learn to do, 4 access points. But if you start doing, multi-angle things, then it really becomes a mess very quickly, in my experience. Why are you doing that? The ghost tool is useful, but God, it's a mess. But yeah, because basically, in order for this to be guaranteed not to have a log jam, you need to signal it. Oh, I won't have any, but signal it so that no train can enter the system. But you also have to take account of the entire length of your train, and that's why these are all set up with chain signals. Because basically, if a train sort of sat here, and its bum is hanging over the edge, then you can't really have any trains enter, because of how roundabouts work. You know, if a train, well, you've no real way of knowing if a train is entering because it wants to go up here or around there. So it's safer to basically block them all off, and then you've got a whole system where, and I say, you know, typically that would be four things, but you've got an entire system then where you've got a massive section where you can't have any trains. Oh, he's literally okay. What I'm going to do, I'm gonna how do I hang on. I always forget, is it shift? No. Oh yeah, he's coming. Shift left click. Trial click. No. Shift right click. There we go. So let's tie him up here. And then we will automate the trip home. Because he is literally driving to me. Delivery guy, so I can't miss him. Yeah, so I will pop away and be back in a 5 or so minutes. Right. Camera's not quite on yet, just in a second, but there we go. Got my parcels. Might be one of the most bizarre unboxings ever. People love unboxings on YouTube, I've noticed. It's alright when it's, you know, some special edition or something, but I don't know, there seems to be unboxings of just about everything. Even when it's, you know, just some device in a, you know, normal box. And they do unboxings. Just get myself strapped up again with a wrist thing. Right. Hang on a sec. So I had to do it because I know I want to pick the parcel up and right, let's turn the camera back on. Put myself back on screen. There we go. Yeah, there we go. This is it. So this is, say, one of the most weirdest and random unboxings ever. Let's go for a novelty. So basically it's just a wrist strap. So I have carpal tunnel and having these straps on basically restricts the movement because it's the tendons that you get pinched basically, and so by keeping them straight and steady it stops you doing that basically. So you have these wrist straps, and it's got all Velcro and it's neoprene, and you know, so it lets you sort of lock your wrist in place. I only have it in my right hand for some reason, but they don't really last very long. The Velcro, you can't really see it on the camera, but the Velcro goes, so it's all ripped up here. Velcro, I mean, I don't know if this is true or not, but it was meant to be invented by NASA or for NASA for the space program, because you obviously you don't want things floating around so much, and you don't want to use glue and, well, I mean, adhesives are actually a bit of a problem in space because obviously they're, you know, a sticky substance that can kind of gum up the works and all that. Oh, I've got them barrels on me still, crikey. That's from when we were... No. Don't think I've got a request for them. But yeah, so there you go. One of the most random and weirdest unboxings. I was thinking about... oh, look. So we've made 400 speed modules already, you see. How many we got in the system? So there's 50... No? There's none. I'm looking at the wrong box. So there's 10 in each of those boxes. What about that one? Yeah, so... appears to be actually making a few modules. Have we got any prod modules? That's the big question. None in there. So I could go and stick some speeds in there. It'd help out quite a bit. We'll do that later. Right. So I ordered up 1,000. Now you've got that. So what else do we need for the blueprints? We need things like belts. And we need... Shall we take... Isn't one of these got mining stuff in it? Or did I... So pink one has got some drills. Not that many though. It's got lots of belts and stuff though. So what we could do... We could bump up that to say 400 would mean, so we could, yeah, need them too, wouldn't it? Tempted to put 500 in. Oh, not infinite. Why didn't I? Okay, never mind. Never mind. Okay, and if we... Now we shift right click? Yeah. We tie you up. And we can send you over. And... Is it going to get across there? It should get across there. Maybe that one first. Yeah, okay. What we can also do is grab some of them. Have I got room for 60? I've got room for 60, I think. Not sure why I've got 20 nukes on me. Don't really need 20 nukes. Yeah, okay. So, let's wait for them to just bring those over. And then we'll head over. So I've got 1,000 rail. Spidey could have even more rail, couldn't it? It's got plenty of room. I mean, we did quite a lot of this. You know, we did it all the way around there. But these are very hungry blueprints, so... Maybe if we get Spidey to have... I'll put the thing on. I don't think I'll wait for him to actually bring it to us, though. What was the game? I'll look it up. Well, actually, I will let them bring that stuff to us. And I'll look at that game that I was thinking about doing some streaming of. Would it be on my watch later list? No, it'd be on my history, wouldn't it? Because there was like a trailer saying... Because I think it's a German company that... You know, German development team that makes it. Can I see? Oh, Rift Breaker. That's it, Rift Breaker. And the rift bit is because that's what she goes through. So she goes through the rift. You know, the character that you play. I mean, you know, you're in a mech. You're not really playing a character. You're, you know, a mech basically. Yeah, so it's coming to Game Pass. So I sort of figured, well, you know, it's a building management type game. I was interested in it anyway. So if I'm going to get it basically for free, then might as well give it a go. You know, rather than wait for a sale or anything like that. On Steam, I mean. Right. Did I send Spidey over or did I forget? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So let's follow this. Because this is all fine, isn't it? Yeah, so we can just nip across here. We don't have to go and fill that bit of the blueprint in. It looked very pretty. I mean, it's got ray tracing in it as well, which I was a bit surprised by. I mean, I guess you know most games are going to shift to doing ray tracing now. You know, because it's in the DirectX. Was it DirectX Ultimate or Ultimate DirectX? Something like that. And it's kind of baked into Unreal 5 as well, so sure a lot of people will be starting to incorporate it, and of course your Series X's and your PlayStation 5s and all that sort of stuff, they all now support, you know, ray tracing, I believe. I don't know if it's hardware ray tracing though, because it's like because they're AMD chipsets, aren't they? And obviously it's Nvidia that's got the Turing. Right, I might as well put these in. While we're here. Is that it? Oh no, there's a couple in there. Spidey moves its leg out of the way. Oh. Cool, okay, so I need to set that up properly, obviously, but so we'll focus mostly on filling out the rail bit of the blueprint for now. Cool. So I can't see any flashing symbols, so I think that's the... Oh no, there's a bit missed there, isn't there? Okay. Okay, so let's go and, as I say, finish off all of this rail part of the blueprint, at the very least, and then we'll pop back and set that copper up. I think. It's kind of, I mean, you know, I want the oil because that'll be probably one of the things that starts failing. Well, it was already failing in the base. But I don't kind of need it at the moment. If I'm, you know, because we're working on these red and green circuits, so it's copper and iron and coal. Don't need to pull over into them. Oh, is that? Oh no, that's okay. Where's that then? Oh, that's there, isn't it? It's just this one thing there for some reason that's not. Is that all of them? Okay. So is this all filled out? Have you done this? Oh, no, you've missed this bit. I'm not, as you know, as I kind of, I mean, we're kind of going for, I'm going to see if I can do it with belts, basically. See if I can do the Megabase with belts. Just because that's, for me, they're the most fun. You know, I prefer belt-based builds to bot-based ones. But I love construction bots. Once you get construction bots, the game just becomes so much smoother. Right, let's go and fill this bit in. I think, oh no, I missed a bit there, haven't I? Oh, run out of juice there. Okay. So, is this it? So we got that little bit there we can dash over and do. let them recharge a bit, basically. So I'll leave the oils. Oh, I guess I could stick the things on there, couldn't I? Let's do that. And then we'll nip over and do that. So we want them there. Cool. What are you waiting for? Get on with it, lads. In fact, I could, if I grab a bit of rail, and my bots will do it instead. Okay. So I'll nip up, put these oil wells on. Oh, just looking around. Hello. I like using nanobots for an early game, but bot that isn't game breaking. Yeah, it's quite a good mod, that one. Because they, if it's the one I'm thinking of anyway, they die, don't they? They die is the wrong word, but they don't last forever. The nanobots, I think. If that's the one I'm thinking of when you say that. What are you doing? Oh, I guess they were just running out of power. I did I started playing over on YouTube when I was trying to stream over there. I started Factorio 2, and I installed the full list of, you know, because it has like a recommended set of mods. You know, there's obviously the independent ones and all that sort of stuff. And one of them is now what does it call them? I think it calls them. I can't remember what it calls them. It's a bot that it has. I want to call them construction bots, but they're not construction bots. But they're like I mean, they're almost like Spidertron. They're like just trying to check if I've missed anything. I don't think I have. They're like early game. You know, it gives you them straight away. I was quite surprised actually. You get 5 per cartridge, and you have to craft them. Yeah, so that's the nanobots. It's quite good, that one. Particularly, you know, when you're doing like tree clearance, because obviously tree clearance is one of the most tedious things early game. But yeah, I use that. I have used that one. Oh, I finally finished that. Okay. Do we want to stack up some artillery stuff? Because we could do that again. You know, we could do the 12k one. Or we could do a couple of more artillery, sort of push our boundaries out a bit further. The trouble is, if I do that, we'll start having this thing where, because my defences aren't quite what they need to be, so I should really buff them first, and they're cheaper. So let's do a couple of them. Because that's 8,000. Oh, no, that's the next one up, sorry. Yeah, let's do one each of them. See if we can get through all of them. But yeah, so Crestro, the recommended list includes two of these bots, and it gives you 2 of them as part of the actual mod at the start game. You don't have to craft them. So it just gives you them, and they are so OP. Basically, they'll just. I think they can probably handle up to sort of mid-level biters just on their own. You know, like large biters and stuff. And it was like, it's sort of, if I played it again, I would actually not use them. But they'll do like remote construction, and they have like a grid, and you put in fusion reactors and stuff, and it's like I say, they're so OP because you can put lasers in them, and they'll just wipe out anything that comes anywhere near you. And it's like, well, if they're so powerful. I mean, the Crestro, it also includes like armored biters and stuff, so it does toughen up the combat. But I say at the very start of the game, it's just like it renders them useless, or renders biters a bit pointless. And it was like, well, it seems a bit silly to have something that OP straight at the beginning of the game. I mean, I guess you could just not use them. Obviously, it's not a required mod. But say I didn't know. I didn't know they were that powerful. I thought they were just like I thought they were like nanobots basically. Let's say it was like a proper, combined construction and combat bots. I don't need to put that up that far, do I? Well, oh, you're not close enough, are you? Okay. Cool. Okay, so let's tidy this up a bit. So I want to get the. Are you actually 130? No, you don't need to. I want to get the sort of copper, iron, and coal coming in for the green and red circuit builds, so that they're sort of a bit more, self-sustaining. Okay, so let's hook all this up. In fact, let's just copy and paste that up. That. And then, oops. There we go. That. So ideally, I would have put all of these in here, but this is basically all that we've got. So we should really go back to the actual, circuit builds and stick them in there, really, rather than add them in here. Right, so if we stick a radar at the top, so we can keep an eye on things, connect the power up. Oh, that's annoying. I hate when you're one short. Maybe if we do it. No. No. Okay, let's just stick one in there then. Make sure they're all running. They appear to be all running. Good. Stick our ammo in our pointless turrets. I refuse to let these go. This is so pointless. Right. Let's put some miners on here as well. Does that cover? Doesn't quite cover the patch, does it? Oh. So we want a little bit extra there. There. Oh, go on. Go on then. Might as well. Oh, I forgot to bring you over again. Cool. So let's hook this in. Let's just move you out of the way. So, as I was saying earlier, I was kind of working on the purple science plans and testing and all that sort of stuff on the test map, and I was staggered at how many. Oh, it's like, I don't know. It's sort of, it's a world of difference between seeing a calculator tell you that you're going to need, 200 furnaces or 300 furnaces, and then actually trying to lay down 300 furnaces and thinking this is just for purple science. To do rocket parts and all that is going to be nuts. So we have an option, as I say. We could. I think I'll sort the names out, my whole naming issue off stream, because I need to think that through. So we'll just keep with the same naming convention. So it's a bad naming convention, but we will stick with it. So what we need to do, I didn't rename these actually, did I? What is this? That's iron. So this needs to be what? Green circuit. Green circuit. 1. Oops. Green circuit 1. Copper. Unload. Yeah. And then this needs to, this needs to be green circuit 1 iron unload. I think. Yes, that's correct. Everything else I've renamed, I think. Coal unload, green circuit, copper unload. Yeah, so they're all named. The trains will get refueled when they come up here. Cool. Okay, so is this okay? We've got the copper being mined. I could pick these up. Oops. So let's hop in you. Okay. Let's go and... How many have you got left? How many miners have you got left? Trunk. I've got loads left. Huh. What about you? Oh, you've got loads of rail as well. Oh, I might as well go and do the iron one. Yeah. Yeah, might as well. Let's treat ourselves, eh? Right, so... Where's the controller gone? There it is. You need to come over... Mikhail Real Zealot. It's because I forgot to include the train name, station name in the blueprint. Maravalhas. They're all the backers, I think, aren't they? You know, the early... you know, people who... Because it was on Indiegogo, I think. I think that's what it was on. I don't think it was Kickstarter. So we're going to need to put a station somewhere here to pick up this iron. But we also want to pick up certainly that copper. Am I fussed about getting that as well? If I do, I'll belt it around. The uranium, I don't care about the uranium. Not inside the base, we'll just leave it. So, we need the iron, we need the coal, and we need the copper. How are we going to arrange that? We could have 3 branches off, couldn't we? So we could have the iron station here, coal station here, copper station here. Yeah, I like that plan. Where are you? So if I take you over there, okay. And then we'll wander over. We will wander over. Something else I've realised. It's going to get very hot if we get a proper summer in the UK, which is never guaranteed. It's going to get very hot in this room. I have an air conditioner, but I can't run it. It wouldn't actually fit in this room. It's a gigantic grey thing. But if I'm going to use it, I can blow the air, you know, like the cold air across into this room. But also, I mean, I couldn't have it in here anyway and stream because it would deafen. I'm sure the noise gate wouldn't filter that out. It's ridiculously loud. But I don't have any fans. All my fans are broken, or well, broken basically. So I'm gonna have to work something out there. because it's a tiny little box room. This basically, it's just a little, you know, it's like a spare bedroom type room, but it's got, well, call it 2 desks. It's like 2.5, and 2 2 desktop computers. I have 3 monitors because it's got almost, when we went into lockdown in the UK, this is where I set up my my work laptop as well. When I did, it was all, I mean, I'm sure everyone did the same, but it was like, right, well, we'll only be in lockdown for 6 months or something, so I'll just throw this together, improvise it together, and it'll be fine. It'll be fine. We'll be back in the office in no time. And then, literally, what are we now? 16 months later, 15 months later, still not really going back to the office. And they've said, they've actually said my work. They kind of don't care about us coming back. Yeah, put that in there. And then we'll have to literally put the coal one next to it. So I could branch off here, couldn't I? Because we're at the extreme ends of the rail network. So blocking isn't going to be too much of an issue. Yeah, go on then. Let's put. If we're going to go for spaghetti rail, we might as well do spaghetti rail, eh? Let's do a proper job of doing a bad job. Right, so plop this in here. And then in there. That. Then we should be able to... Where's the load station? There it is. Should be able to line these up like that. So literally have them next to each other. So there. What I could do, I could... Yeah, let's do a T-junction here. Is that aligned, or does it need to be one further up? Let's have a look. I think that needs to be one further up. Load station. No, that's fine. So if I'll just manually do it. If we just stick this in there. One more. There we go. I'll put that there. Considering this stream was meant to be about me, is that too far? I can't see. Oh yeah, there is a while there. Okay. About me finishing off my circuit builds. I've done a lot of railway building. Right. I bet we're out of belt, aren't we? But I bet you have got some belt on you. We've still got lots of rail left. So we might be able to do that other copper one as well. Right. So, what I'm thinking is we have another copper loading thing there, basically. So, if we go over here, because the end of this blueprint was missed. Fill that in. And then we kind of want this a bit further up, don't we? So we've got a couple of straight rail in. Like that. A couple. Is that too, I think it's probably going to be too far. Let's have a look. So that's the curve round. Is that going to intersect with that? I don't obviously want to bash into my other one. No, it should be okay. Should be okay. Should be okay. So, if we put another load station, where is... Oh, haha, stackers on the other side. Right, okay. So we need to be a bit further down. So if we undo that and that, so it needs to be here-ish. So we undo that and that. And undo that. And then put the curve in here instead. Thank God for undo, eh? And then... Oh, not God. Woob, I suppose. Wooby. However it's pronounced. I was hoping when they did the whole update of the... I said this on the stream when it happened, but when they did the whole update of the graphics, you know, when they did these new sciences, I was kind of hoping we'd get some information at the same time. Not the science, I mean, not, you know, the graphics for the sciences, not the actual sciences themselves. I was kind of hoping we might get some information on the expansion, because it seemed to me that if you're going to rework all of these graphics, and I know it's something they'd said they'd wanted to do, you know, before 1.0, so I suppose it was just them finishing that really. But I'd kind of hope that, because if you're like, right, well, we're going to do an expansion, that's going to be more science, let's do the science. Well, we also need the graphics for the science. So you'd kind of try and finish them at the same time, wouldn't you? I mean, there's no point, or to me, you know, redoing the graphics is sort of a, well, you know, let's do all of the graphics for the expansion as well. But, or I guess the placeholder, the first stab of the graphics. But I guess not, you know, I guess it was just literally them finishing the job, as it were. So yeah. Right, load station here. All the bots are out of juice, I think. Nearly out of rail. Yeah. Let's have a look. So, Pinky. Let's send Pinky down there first to fill that out, because that's the important one. Cool. And then, is there anything you can do there? Nope. So if you come up here now as well. Oh, there's loads of bots. Okay. Let's let them all recharge. Unless they're my bots, are they? Because there's... Oh, I think they must be my bots. Anyway, that's it. So Pinky's out of stuff. Oh, no, it's done. It's fine. Right, so let's send it back down here. Yeah, so I'll come and put the miners on this. In fact, I could do that now while everything's charging up, because they're all on Pinky. So I guess we want to feed in both lanes, so we're not too fussed about only, in fact, just the opposite. Let's try and get as many lanes on the go as we can. So if we line that up there and there. Oh, it's a bit of a weird shaped patch, this one. So that gets me 4, and then that's 6. And then that's... it's only 7. Okay. It's not too much of a problem. Cool. Okay, so I can also pick that up. Don't need any of that. Actually, wasn't there iron ore down here? No. If there is, I don't know where it is. Them. Cool. And let's move you over. Hopefully my bots have all recharged. Yep. We're going to pick this rail we left. Pick that up first. Cool. So, we've got the stations all in place that I think we need. So we've got one for the iron, one for the coal there, got one for the copper, got one for that oil, got one for those two copper. That's the one we'll hook up first. We've got one for the coal there, one for the oil there, one for the oil there, one for the copper. We're just going to turn that into landfill for when the bots eventually get down there. See, they're still chunking away on this. I'm guessing there's a loader. Oh no. Huh. Maybe the orders got cancelled? I know they do expire after a while. I'm a bit puzzled why we got a single line of landfill. Anyway, we'll fill it out a bit more. Like that. Maybe it was the radar coverage was a bit wonky. What about this? I think I missed that. How are we doing? I really don't understand the order they do stuff in. It's very, very random. Okay, so they're still chunking away on that. How much landfill? So it's only slow because this is obviously, you know. In fact, is there any? Yes, there's a bit of stone. We could go and boost all this up, but you know, whatever. Right. Okay, so let's hook this up. And then I think we'll head back to restock. I'm going to need a bunch of trains. A whole bunch of trains. Actually, I should hook one of the coals up as well, shouldn't I? So let's hook this coal up as well. So let's send Pinky up here. And I'll hop out. And then we'll plop. Which direction are they going? In my direction. There we go. So, okay. Now. Right. Oh. Okay. So we can just kind of plug. Oh. Have I not got any belt left? No, I guess not. Okay. Oh. Right. There. Up here. Oh. Yeah, we'll just have 3 going into this one, so I can put these in. Bit of a... Oops. Bit of a dog leg. Around here. This. Cool. So if we power everything up, chuck some radars in, so I can just keep an eye on everything. Keep a beady little eye. Oh, I can tidy all this up, can't I? No. Don't need all of that. And oh, have you finally run out of? You have. Okay. Have you got any belt though? Be useful if you've got a bit of belt. Looking for the controller. There's a controller. Because I need you to fill that in if you have. Right. So same again, really. Let's just clear the trees out first. This time. That's like that. That's make sure that's all clear. 2. There we go. So I head back to base and sort of restock after this and say I'll request up a load of trains. In fact, if I turn that down to 200 again, I'll do it now. Oh, clicking on the wrong thing. So if we take that up to, how many trains am I going to need? So I'm going to need 1 for the iron, for the green circuits, 1 for the copper, for the green circuits, 1 for the coal, for the red circuits, 1 for the copper, for the red circuits, and that's it. So we need 4, but each one has 4 of both. So we need 4, 8, 12, 16 of each. 16 of each, I believe. Why have I got 1? One thing in. Right, so we can. Oh. Brief burst of speed there as my my power armor sort of, or my batteries coped suddenly for a short period of time. Right. So. Pointless turret field. What does the radar coverage actually look like over here? Because yeah, it's already all covered, isn't it? Yeah. Because we're right next to the walls basically, so we've got all them turrets covering us already. 15 there. And 25 in there. Now, Pinky. Oh, that would be why I'm running out of power. Because, oops, I've not got the things in. Right, so we need to connect this. So let's see if Pinky's got anything useful. Don't think so. Oh no, we have got belts. Okay. Right. So let's see if is that everything? Everything useful to us now. Yeah. Okay. So we'll send you home. Which is where we need to go up there, across there, and over to there. And then I'll put the things in here. In fact, looking at it, we've only got 6. We might as well do 3 and 3 rather than that. So I might as well take that one out. Go up here with this. Like so. Let's get rid of these trees. here. Right. Let's hop back in now, Spidey. So we'll nip up, sort of restock and get rid of the rubbish and all that sort of stuff. Because you've got a bunch of wood as well. Oh! Random bit of rail. Okay. Yeah, I say it's very hot in this room already. And it's not really even proper summer. Be interested to see how many modules and stuff we've made as well. Because I want to hook these up, but I want to feed them into the main bus rather than, you know, the green and red circuit stuff. Use that, you know, use all of these resources to do that. Because then they're also not. I mean, I can always do multi trains. There's the advantage of having unique names for everything. Although it makes it, you say, I don't think it's a good way of doing it overall. But if we're having different names, we can send as many independent trains, as it were, to each independent thing. So, you know, I can send some of these iron ore trains over to the other things without any particular problems, basically. Right, so, what's the plan now? Have I put all those... I don't think I need... Because they're all on, aren't they? I won't bother about them. Did I put these on? I did. These? Yeah. So I don't actually need them. So let's get rid of them. We need all those trains. So, let's have a think. Yeah, so we want this to be... In fact, I could set them up separately. So this could be, if we have this be the green circuit, copper load, and then this can be the, obviously the green circuit iron load, and this can be red circuit. Where's red circuit? Red circuit. Oops. Red circuit coal load. But this one, I say we'll have to go and do it. But oh, I haven't even got a station there. Okay. But we'll make that one the red circuit copper load. Those are a bit backwards then, aren't they, really? Yeah, in which case we'll make this. Because we need more copper going to the green circuits than red circuits, really. Alright, so this needs to be red circuit copper load. Cool. Are we done? No, we're still getting a million. Oh, I never put the extra thing on there, did I? Like that. So he's got 4 as well. How many have I got? It's brought me all the 16. Hasn't it? Or am I going mad? Oops. Yeah, we've got the 16 wagons and stuff. So we're already at 150 circuit prod modules produced, you see. It ramps up once it's actually got, you know, the... In fact, let's have a look. Is the blue circuit starving now? Oh, it looks like it might be. Oh yeah, I think it is. Let's go over here. Yeah, there we go. So I've hit the next bottleneck. Blue circuits. Okay. I mean, blue circuits initially, we can just extend this. And I mean, I need to get modules and beacons in these. As I say, now that we've got the stuff. You know, it's the stuff. The red and the green coming in. Because you can support loads of these with, you know, just on the bus, basically. Right, has everybody brought us all of everything? I think they have. So, do we need Pinky to come with us? We do, because that's the one with all the stuff in. Do we need Greenie to come with us? Yes. Okay, so let's have Pinky head over like this. And you need to go there, don't you? In fact, no, let's take down there first. Actually, let's cancel all that. Cancel all that. Belay that order. We'll go there first. Get all of that stuff done. Yeah, okay. Okay. Right, we'll head over to red circuits first and stick in what we can stick in. I mean, at least things are working in the sense that, you know, science is sort of happening. So red's running. Green's running. Military's running. Blue's running. Gold's running. Where's purple? Purple is backed up. Does that not require purple then? Oh no, it doesn't require purple. Huh. I always thought the military ones needed all... I guess it swaps out the military for the purple, does it? Never realised that. Yeah, so I head up here. They should put in kind of as many prods as they can. Don't know if I can fully cover it all. No, so we run out. We've got, what's that? About a dozen machines. Still need prods. We can, however, dash about and kind of, oops, stick a few of them in. Already done this column nearly. Well, this one. Already got quite a few in here. I hadn't appreciated I'd done quite so many. Pretty sure I can't do it all because I need like 1,000, I think I worked out. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, so we've done about half of it ish. There's not a lot of plastic coming in. Why is that? Is that because it's not got... It's got cut. Oh, I never fixed that. Shoot. Shoot. I don't. There's nowhere near enough steam to support these. We need like, I can't remember how many I worked out. It's like 10 of them. Nuts! I forgot about that. Let's put a tag on. Otherwise, I will forget again. I mean, we don't need multiple pumps, but you know, I need like, I say, I think it's 10 steam engines. Got that rather wrong. Okay. How are we doing? Let's have a look at you. You can move up. Do that. You do it all? Yeah, you can. So, let's plonk you there. So that you can help us fill out the that copper patch. Oh, I was going to put the trains at that. Because the trains need to go the other... I need to send them from the other end. Because, you know, they need to fuel... They'll fuel up at, you know, the drop-off point rather than the pick-up point. So I should have done that. But we'll do this copper thing instead. Or first, anyway. Right. Okay. Cool. Okay. Might do, if I do opposite facing belts. So I have, let's see if we can cover the whole patch. Here we go. And now. And then these up. Do that there. Like that. Oops. I didn't reverse the belts, did I? Haha. So that's 3. Ah. Okay, so we'll just chuck this. No, turn that off. Chuck these in here. Where are you? You're there, are you? Okay. Oops. 2. Right. Did I? I didn't actually. I couldn't name this, could I? So this needs to be what? Green circuit, copper load. Let's have a check. So we've got this. Yeah, it's covered by radar. So we got green circuit load, copper load, green circuit iron load, red circuit coal load, red circuit copper load, and then obviously green circuits providing red circuits is already done. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, cool. I was trying to have a think if I've forgotten anything. I don't know why, because if I've forgotten it, then I'm unlikely to remember it just by pausing for a very short period of time. Right, so if we send you back, because Pinky doesn't have anything that we need now, I think. Yeah. So what we want to do, we want to set up all of the trains now, and then we will call the red and green circuit builds done. Oh no, I need to sort the steam out. So we need to go and grab some steam engines. I bet I haven't even got a. Oh no, that was obviously when I was doing it before. So if I get, not 50, if I get like 10 of them when we go back. Yeah, the question then is, do we start work on a blue circuit build? Because blue circuits are obviously red and green, so we could train them over. I say the question is, do I do it on the, I've crashed into a lake. Do I do it as a, do I have a separate blue circuit build area? Or do I just extend what I've got on the bus? Because obviously we're already feeding green and red circuits in. Oh, where are we going? We're already here. Oh right, there's already a train here. What's this one? This must be copper, is it? Okay. Oh, you've not got a schedule set then. Okay. Oh, you've not got a... Okay. Not got any filters either. Right. Because I could set up... What I'm kind of hoping is that we'll be able to transition these to be providing, circuits to our science builds. That may be impractical though. What we need is copper load and copper unload. And we need you to fill up until you're full. And we need you to come back after a couple of minutes passed if the thing is running out. And then we just need to wait until you're empty. Have you got fuel? You've got fuel. Oh. Why have you got rocket fuel? Let's turn you on then. You've headed out, so that's a good start. I'm guessing this is ground to a halt basically because You know, these are full, I'm guessing. Not full, but... Yeah, so I've got train waiting there. I mean, the only things happening are science and circuit, you know, beacon production, module production, basically. And certainly module production is heavily dependent on blue circuits, which we are not producing. Okay, right. And you must be iron as well. Yeah, okay. So your green circuit, iron load, and green circuit, iron unload. And you want to be full, or come back after 2 minutes. And you want to be empty. Have you got fuel? You've got fuel, and you've also got rocket fuel. That was obviously something I was doing to line them up, I guess. So let's send you off. Oh, I didn't. No, come back. I didn't put the filters on. Let's just quickly do that. I like to put the filters on in case... Well, it's kind of irrelevant given I'm doing the double-headed trains. But certainly when you have pass-through type stations, so single-headed trains, you have to be very careful of trains accidentally stopping or literally passing through the station but getting stuck there and accidentally getting stuff loaded into them. I think they've solved a lot of that. I don't think it's actually an issue anymore, but I say it always used to be a thing that it's like, make sure you filter your carriages, or you could end up finding you've got, you know, stone at your iron unload and stuff like that. The reason I want these running, I say it's not an issue because the green circuits is all backed up, but these aren't properly running at full capacity because, you know, these are not actually producing enough to fill the belts, as you can see there. Well, I should really be lane balancing these, but so it gets, you can get quite a lot of faff, and maybe I should be worrying about that sort of stuff more. But so I've had maps where I've done all sorts of things like that, and it doesn't, in the grand scheme of things, it's not that. Oh, this isn't covered. That's unfortunate. Why is that not covered? Because it's slightly too high? If I put it there, is it going to be slightly too low? Yes. Brilliant. Okay. Let's do what? Let's do, if I put you here instead. Are you covered then? Covered, but you're not connected to the network. Is that as close as I can get that? Yeah. Oh, that's annoying. In that case, we'll stick an underground on. And we will put you there with a... That'd be too far. With a power pole there. So that's all covered, so they were doing that. Right. So these two I do need trains for. Okay. It's like colouring your trains in. Is another thing I always used to do, but I generally don't bother now. I sort of... It can be useful, you know, and it may be something we end up doing. Hang on a second, what's going on here? What are we unloading? We're unloading copper. So we want to go to copper load and copper unload. Where's copper unload? There it is. But yeah, as I say, and it makes it attractive as well. But I say, it's sort of in the grand scheme of things, it doesn't actually make a great deal of difference. So we want to go full cargo, empty cargo, wait for 2 minutes. You can set it to inactivity, but I don't really like that condition because, not for these anyway, because I'd rather it loaded up 2 minutes worth of stuff than the fact that, when it gets to the end of, productive life at the outpost. So we want no, not output priority. We want input priority left. No, other way, right. So we want it to favour the local patches, basically. So what I'm doing here. But yeah, I'd rather have it bring back, 2 minutes worth of whatever's there, rather than, I say, sit there for just 5 seconds or whatever. Because it's not quite, loaded anything up or whatever. It's the same net difference really, but it's just I have a slight preference for the time passed. I didn't put the filter on that train, did I? So this is coal. And then we want this to be red circuit, coal load, red circuit, coal unload, full, empty, 2 minutes. Cool. Might see if I can find or bring this back. So I don't like having trains without filters on the carriages. Where was the red? So this is the red. Where's the train gone? Is that you? Let's see what it does in terms of how quickly, because it should be quite full, this station, so it should actually load up. Yeah, it's going to load up super quick, so it'll be back in a tick. Cool. So we've put the infrastructure in for grabbing these resources, but I won't actually do that on this stream. Because say it's blue circuits is now a bottleneck, and really we could probably solve that mostly on the bus, certainly for now anyway. Here it comes. Let's make sure I'm not in the way. I mean, I could have loads. Put that on manual for a second. Right. Loads of trains for these. So we might go and do some more in posting. I guess it is. But I want to go and have a look, see what the situation is with those blues. Where did Spidey go? There it is. So we need to nip back over, grab those boilers to fix that, and come back again. And then we'll call this basically done. I need to ferry over the modules. Unless we find we've got them all. Maybe we've got everything. I doubt it, but maybe we have. I need to follow that. I'll do that off, you know, between streams. Really, I'll leave the game running. So maybe tomorrow lunchtime again, just so that that's done and it's not a boring thing on stream. He says, having done nothing but boring stuff probably all day today. Right, how are we doing? So they're bringing me these boilers. Go chuck those in. Make sure it's enough. I think probably 10's probably overkill, but we'll see. Then what are we going to do? Because it's only 6 o'clock. In fact, are these... Well, these are doing nothing, are they? How many have we got? So there's 16 there. How many have they brought me? So we're going to end up with about 200. Okay. So we could at least speed the blue circuit build up. You know, we could stick some modules on. Where is it? Here it is. Extend this out as well. I could make it longer. We can support a lot more with the green circuits. I haven't got any prod modules to put in, so, but we could stick some things down. And I could double it up as well, because we've got room in here. I'll probably leave these basically, and they'll act as sort of a safety net basically. You know, if we get any peaks and troughs in demand, they'll sort of cover that. Have we got our boilers now? Yes, we have. Thank you, bots. It's just... In fact, I'll be quick. It'll be quicker if I just run over. Yeah. I wonder what the science production's actually running at. Okay. That's it launching rockets. I always like seeing that. It's quite cool. Okay. I mean, it's not got any speed modules on it or anything like that, so... It's been fairly consistent though, so that's a good thing. Now that we've got a bit of red and green flowing. Okay. In fact, should I chuck them? No, let's leave them. I say I'll leave the game running for a bit. Lunchtime tomorrow or something, and kind of do it then. So the problem here is the plastic, because these aren't running because there's just not enough steam coming down. Because I completely underestimated this whole side of things. Where am I going to put the power? I guess we could just... Oh no, it won't reach, will it, if I do that? Oops. Okay. Let's try it with 8. Kind of see what happens. Doesn't look like I put them in the middle. Why are you not doing anything? Oh, because it's an underground, that's why. There we go. So let everybody get up to steam. So you're now running. You're running. You're running. You're running. You're running. You're turning off and on. Yeah, it's 10, as I say. As I suspected. So I have to pick all of this up. Move the pump up a little bit. Actually, let's put that like that. Pretty sure. I mean, I think enough steam will go through. Maybe it won't. We'll see. I think there's enough capacity on the pipe to do it. Ah, that's annoying. Okay, let's just do that. So we got. Have you got water? So you got water. Yeah. Steam's chugging through. Are you running okay? No. Are you running okay? 100, 100, 100, 100. Yeah. 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 Excellent. Right. So that's that problem fixed. I can't. I completely miss. It's because when I was doing it in creative mode, I just stuck on the fluid generators. I didn't, I didn't really pay any attention to how much steam was actually needed. So we have plastic going in here. Getting those tiny gaps you get because of the whole sinking thing that happens. We could do the override stack size to what should we call it? Desync them. I don't think I'm that fussed because they should all be running now, I think, with what's going on. What it can do to stop it backing up too much is we can get this across to there and we'll get better flow through of plastic all the way to the end. Cool. So everybody's chugging away, making red circuits. What did you... I should have turned that off. Are there some bots? I'm just wondering if there's storage chests. If they've picked some stuff up, they need some storage chests to put it in. But I don't actually want them to pick my trash stuff up. Don't appear to be bots incoming, so it looks like it's okay. It looks like it's okay. Right, so we can get rid of that tag. We can get rid of that tag. And get rid of that tag. We've got space here if we want to double the green circuit build up. As you saw it, I mean, it's backed up, so we don't need it. Eventually we may do. If we were to build a blue circuit build, I would probably stick it in here, because what I can do then is use that crude oil. I wouldn't take it off down here, because we're begging for train jams then. So probably take it either off here or probably up there. And we can use the water as well, of course. Is that all right? You need water for sulfuric acid, do you? Or am I going mad? Yeah, water. So convert all of the oil to, you know, petroleum. Just crack it all down. And then iron plate, of course, we've also got this iron patch here, so we could just use that. And I mean, that's 10 million iron. I wonder how much sulfuric acid that would actually produce. Because each one is like 50. So if that's 10 million, and we've got the boosts from the product, you know, the prod bonuses. So if it's 10 million iron, then it's 500 million sulfuric acid. So that should make a few circuits, I think. In fact, 100 million blue circuits. So yeah, so this is where, you know, in fact we might as well. I would build a blue circuit factory if we needed it. And if we did build that, then I probably would put the green circuits in. But as far as I'm concerned, that's the red and green circuit builds done. Apart from me ferrying some, you know, modules over. If and when these do run dry, and it's something I might do off stream if I'm totally honest. If they do run dry, I'll go and grab, you know, this copper. In fact, that's the only extra one we've got, isn't it? Oh, well, there's the coal there. What about extra iron? Oh, well, I suppose there's an iron patch there. And there we can use. So in other words, this sort of half of the map we'll use for the red and green circuits. So what we need to do here is hook up, you know, I don't know if I can get that one properly, but we've got the copper there. Huh, have we not got any more? It's difficult to tell with everything on. Wow. That has chewed through that. Crikey. Is that... So there's no iron ore over here. Because we've got lots of copper. You know, we have technically got that iron ore, but I say it's going to be a pain to mine that one. Pain to mine that one as well. Huh. How much stuff has these actually got? So there's quite a lot left there. That's steel, so that's not too much of a problem. Oh, well, there's iron there and there. Okay. We'd have to figure out a way of getting those round, though. Okay, I may need to step up proper outposting sooner than I was anticipating. That's not a problem, but I say, wasn't quite anticipating it being so soon. Right, let's stick in some more power. I've not decided whether I'm going to do more nuclear or not. I really like the idea of doing like a military town and fueling that with a bunch of nuclear reactors, like making it self-contained almost, you know. But I think that's too ambitious a thing to try and do as well. You know, I need to focus on getting the science stuff built. You know, it's not like we've not got... I mean, we've got science. Sorry, we've got military. We don't need more military. Oops. As such. So put that in there. That in there. Like that. Let's just leave that for the time being. We need a bit more landfill. In fact, shall I... Bing, bong, bing. What happened there? Shall I just put... No, let's be at least judicious with it. So we'll put that there. Whee. So that'll let us do all of that. Like that. What about on this side? Need to go and do that landfill. Okay. Where are we? Right. Let's head back home. Right, so boosting up the blue circuits. Boosting up the blue circuits. So I need to get rid of that. And then all we're going to do is just chuck a load of beacons along the side. It's almost like I planned this. Yeah, we can move that one back, I think. Like that. That one there. We don't break coverage. No, that's fine. Okay, have I got a blueprint for this? Yeah, there we go. Oh. I'm trapped. I'm trapped. Let's take them because I'm moving a bit fast to see what I'm doing. Okay. So. Pop some of these in. Like so. In fact, let's make sure we're covered properly. There. Okay. The unfortunate thing of this way I do this, and I know there's other way. You can put the modules in the middle, and it's a bit more sort of numerically even coverage. But basically, you end up with slightly different boosts. So that one's got 4, that one's got 3, that one's got 4, 4, 3, 4, 4, 3, 4, 4, 3, and it's just because of the mismatch to do with the pipes and stuff. But it's fine. Right. Now they're going slightly too fast, of course, because they've not got any prod modules in, and I haven't got any. I can't remember how many it is that I can support usually. It's not far, because the prods obviously slow them down, but so they're not being slowed down. So they're eating the entire line. It is something like that. How many is that? 14. I think it's only 12 in the end, but I say we'll have to see. What we'll do, we'll nip up, see if we can't stick some speed modules just crudely in the in the thing. Oops. Could do this remotely, I think, couldn't I? Right. I've probably beaten the... Because we're getting extra blue circuits now, just because they're moving quicker. Well, not extra, you know, faster blue circuits. I imagine they're probably going into science rather than... No? No, that's fine. How many sciences have we got left? Because I don't really need... You know, it's not flamer turrets that's a problem, so we could just stop research for a while. Yeah, I think we'll stop research for a bit. Let it sort of catch up with itself. And that'll mean more blues will come this way. So you see there's a few trickling in then. I mean, the other thing I can do is like kill off a lot of these lines, because we don't, you know, we don't need all of those blue circuits, you know, there. Where are you taking them? I also didn't do any sort of a buffer system, did I? Okay. I could just, if I turn that off, you just chuck a few in, basically. That'll do. What else? Yeah, we can go and add a new, you know, actual, well, copy of that. And that'll help us out as well. It's one of the kind of, not disadvantages, but the other things about a bus-based system, in that if you lock yourself in too much like I have, and I generally try to do, you kind of reach a capacity point, basically. So yeah, I think it doesn't quite support this many, but that's fine. So we just need it to chunk out as many blue circuits as we can. I mean, the other thing I could do is, in a sense, this is now waiting. Extra stuff, not waiting. It's extra stuff. So instead of feeding it into the here, we could use it elsewhere, and we could actually divert it directly into blue circuit production. And an easy way of doing that is literally reversing these lines. So you literally, if we do that, we can take them out the back. And just sort of use whatever green and red circuit, you know, production is here directly in blue circuit production. I might do that actually, because it's not a bad idea. Right, what I'm going to do is just literally copy and paste this, like so. And then align it with the sulfuric acid. So where's it actually lined up? So if that's the main pipe there. So it wants to be that one, doesn't it? At a minimum. Oh. Doesn't quite work. Okay, so it's the roboports and the that'll be okay, I think. Might have to do a bit of good old-fashioned belt spaghetti. Okay. I could have flipped it over actually, couldn't I? Yeah, okay. Right, so we want green circuits down the outside. Green circuits. Oh, it's ages since I did anything on the bus. Was it green circuits? It was, wasn't it? How far can I get that? No. Okay. Yeah, I'll do that. Can't do that though. Okay. So let's take this round like that. Yeah, we're going to run out of green circuits, I think, aren't we? In the sense of, oh, we're not running out of them, but everything is going into blue production then. I could use this space here. Is the other thing we don't. Why have I done that? The heck have I done there? What's going on there? Like that. Don't know what I've done there. So this is green circuits as well. So we can put that there. Is that lined up? No. There we go. Like so. I've gone a bit rusty with putting stuff on the bus, as I say. I sort of. Let's just chuck that in there. Okay. So this is, which is what? So that's the blue circuits coming out. Is that right? Oh, we've got a power pole in the way now. Let's take that out. Put that in. So this is red circuits, I think. Yeah. That can't be right. Why is that a 3 there? 1, 2, 3, 4. So there should be green circuits, but I've not hooked it up. So let's hook that up. Okay. Then this one should be red circuits. Like that. And then this should be blue coming back out again. So I don't quite know what I've done here. It's at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I seem to have... Oh, was this... No, that was the fluid bus. Maybe I was doing it in terms of having Oh, it was, look. So it's meant to be 2 2s. Okay. Okay. That's fine then. Right, so want that there. Where's the blue circuits line? It's there. Let's feed them in there. Like that. Yeah, you see the greens aren't actually getting all the way down here now. Still not made any prod modules, okay. Okay. In that case, how about we take green circuits, instead of feeding them in here, we take them directly up. Because we've got these 2 lines of iron and copper, and all they're being used for is, really, is, you know, producing circuits, so we might as well actually use them. It does put more of a pressure. What am I doing? I took that out and I didn't need to. That's better. Put more of a pressure on me. Yeah, so what we'll do is we'll take these down here. It won't actually do 4 full lines from memory. And we'll feed them into the blue and the red. So I want a balancer in there. And the red that are on this light, you know, this bus, I will flip around basically. Where's a balancer? Come on. Here we go. Wait, haven't I got? Yeah, there we go. So we don't want the greens coming this way, basically. So we might as well. Oops. I'm sort of improvising this, if you can't tell. Not input. To say I would normally just feed them backwards. Rather than use a you know, sort of extra bus space. Is that gonna? It is. It's too far over. Right, just put that in there, and end in there, isn't it? So we cut that off. Yeah. Thinking with the next... Well, let's turn these round first of all. Let's just do that. Or could I fit them... Could I fit them up there? No, let's turn them round. No, let's not do that. So let's send them down the bus somehow. Because we can feed it in here. Here. Maybe, mayhaps. Because I don't think these produced even a red lane, did they? A full lane? I don't think so. Right, let's do a bit of spaghetti. Hang about. Helps if the belt's going the right way. Yeah, it's pathetic trickle that comes out of there. So we can skip across here. Yeah. Go around there. Cool. Okay. But I do want to split that somehow. Oh, crikey. I mean, we could move this back. Put a split in here. Where's going to be best? About there, I think. Because we want to, if we can go up here. Then we can do that. Beautiful. We can also set this to favour the right-hand input. Yeah, okay. Never really done it like that before, but yeah. Because what I would normally do is basically take these out backwards and then sort of have a, you know, like a separate blue circuit thing here that's making blue circuits out of these. You know, and these basically. Actually, could we... Because we've still got bonkers numbers of green circuits going into blue circuit production. So we can actually take this up even further and sort of contribute here somehow as well. Maybe. Let's give it a go. Let's see if we can spaghetti our way around there. So we would want that out of there. We would probably want some sort of joiny mergy thing here. Like so. Move that there. And favour the... no, favour the input from there. Oops. Output priority left. Yeah, that'll work, I guess. And then same sort of thing here. And here. Is that right? No, it needs to be one up, doesn't it? There. And there. And there. same again here. And same again here. Why did I do that? Not just that. Right, input priority left. Oh, I did output. Input priority left. Crikey. Something's gone wrong there. Oh. What? Why are you doing that? Don't do that. That's a silly thing for you to do. So, the green circuits that are being made now on the bus from these lanes coming in are going up into red circuits. Red circuits is producing what it can. This is probably better as a balancer, isn't it? Oh, is that going to feed on? It is, isn't it? Nuts. So if we move that one down, I don't want it feeding onto that lane there, which is what it's doing at the moment. Right, there we go. So yeah, they're feeding in to red circuit production, which is fairly pathetic, as we've already established. They're then going up here. We're merging both the red circuit bus ones and the green circuit bus ones with the blue. I bet we run out of sulfuric acid next. Excuse me. To maximise what we can in terms of the... or rather to minimise the impact of the stuff coming in that we're making at our dedicated factories. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Oh. Right. We have one prod module. Don't get excited, everybody, but we have one prod module. What we could do is we could stick a few speed modules in here. Do the first sort of few. You'll quickly run out of copper wire with the red in this arrangement. In fact, are you getting enough copper wire? Yeah, you are. Okay. You can obviously boost them to stack inserters. Still seems to be going down the line, so I could maybe add a couple more. The green, we don't get enough iron, so for what I've built there, I just slapped him in. I didn't. It wasn't based on anything. So that's actually stacking back that one now. The green circuits are still getting down the line, so I think we've probably achieved as best. I say we need prod modules in. Got 6 prod modules now. Good lord. Good lord in heaven above. Another one. Cuh. Cuh. Oh, it's so hot in this room. Right, there we go. So the thing now, really, is that we're not really producing modules. I'll say that. Blue's all stacked up. Just not, you know, not being produced fast enough. Because what we need is a proper, dedicated just stick them in where we can, might as well. Proper dedicated module production factory, but in order to really do that, I kind of need to finish off my planning. So I'm happy to just sort of let this run as best it can. And produce what it can. And we can kind of... So what we can do in the meantime is kind of grab these other inposts. You know, we can set up some... Particularly having noticed that that's a tiny little pathetic dribble now. That's virtually gone. Because that's iron 2 load. And that's it, isn't it? I don't have a second load. So we are... I mean, that's the one that's making the green circuits. Copper 2 load. So yeah, we're about to sort of eat through the circuit production we've got. And I could always send a train there as well. I could send trains over here. It's not necessarily a verboten thing to do them, but I say we're sort of robbing Peter to pay Paul. But basically, the plan, I say, well, I'll put in some more of these. We'll put in some more of these, you know, where we can. Particularly, we might as well try and grab these iron ore. How I'm going to get the trains over, I don't know. And the other option is just to use these. Because we could landfill across there and sort of bring it round the back. That's an option. Yeah, okay. I'm not going to do any of that today. I may even not do it on stream. Because it's just exactly what we've just been doing, you know, putting in railways and putting in miners, and that's it. What I do want to do is go and set up that landfill production down at the... is it night time or... So solar panels are running the base, but kind of only just. Oh, and accumulators are kicking in at night. Okay. So we've reached a point where our steam turbines can't actually run the base. When did we reach that point? So last 10 hours. All right, it's been a while then. Probably start this stream, basically. I mean, obviously, the accumulators are there to provide power. It's just interesting that we've reached the point where steam turbines on their own... Because back here, the steam turbines were running the base at night, and now the accumulators are kicking in. And that's our kind of headroom, as it were. Oh, well, it's not a headroom. So let's have a look. Let's wait and see if the... Let's watch. In fact, I'll pop it on that. So that's the turbines maxing out. So turbines can only produce 1.5 gig. There's 3 of them, so we could stick another set of turbines in. It's not having any UPS effect that I've noticed yet. So how much are they? So even if we put another nuclear power in, it wouldn't actually run the base by the looks of things. We would need 2 more to run the base at night. Okay. That's entirely as expected. I mean, you know, the base won't long term be running on nuclear. But it does mean we can stick a little bit more and sort of fill these gaps with the power. Get that done. And then, as I say, we'll go over, get inspired, go over and set up that landfill production. Oh, there it is. If I can find the blueprint for the solar. Where's it gone? There it is. Where are you? Where are you? No, that was wrong. What the heck did I hit there? It is so hot in this room. Yeah, I'm gonna have to sort something out. Might try and get one of them silent fans. They cost a fortune though. Because the dual problem is the fan noise itself, so the actual fan running would be something you guys would be able to hear, or it would cause it to clip out, because I've done it before, and it clips out the audio in such a way that it sounds atrocious. So I'm not a fan of that, if you will forgive the pun. Yeah. But also then there's the wind noise. If I have it set up, you know, blowing on me, then it will almost certainly be blowing on the actual. We could stick some more in here. That'd be alright. On the actual microphone, and that'll sound even worse. So if I can get a silent one or a very low noise fan, let's put something in here. Then at the very least I can point it at me without hitting the microphone and get a bit of cooling circulation of air. Cool. Gotta keep the bots busy. Gotta keep the bots busy. Okay. Oh, we're getting more prod modules. Oh, 25 prod modules. Good lord. This throws out all the ratios, so this machines end up set idle, but the net thing is it's actually okay. But say, you know, when I do, I will do a proper dedicated module factory, and that'll be all beaconed up. It won't be direct insertion like this. I was just waiting to see if we can get do that as well. In fact, I might be able to stick them all in because they're just not supplying me with them. Cool. Almost 50 prod modules. Good lord. Don't know we were born. Right. We'll leave research off again for a while. See if it can't build up. Oh, could get rid of those trains actually. Don't need them. Oh, run straight past it. Which Spidey do we want? We want the production Spidey, which is you. Don't we? Because we want a bunch of miners. And assembly machines. And belts. Yeah, okay. So let's jump in you. In fact, I don't actually think... I think I'd probably do it myself if I just grabbed a few miners, but... I was kind of surprised the plastic didn't collapse. As you can see, it's not doing too great. Ah, we have a completely empty stone line. Why do we have a completely empty stone line? Because it's all going down there. Which is going where? Why have you got stone? Oh, to make rail. Okay. Okay. Fine. Fine. No problem. Carry on as you were. Yeah, I could have... excuse me. I could have hopped in the train, basically, is what I was going to say. Where are we going? Completely the wrong direction. I didn't actually think I'd make the 4 hours. 7 hours? 4 hours. In fact, I'm not sure I am. Just sort of pounding on through. I was so knackered after having cleaning the, doing the garden. Right. What are you doing? How much belt have you got? Oh, you got lots of belt. Okay. So let's just pick all of this up. And where did they go? Oh no, don't take them away. Stop that. Oh, look, this is all filled up with wood. I should put a wood burner over here, shouldn't I? I forgot about that. I forgot. Oh, 45 fish as well. That's from all the land filling. Yeah, so I forgot about all the wood that they're going to clear. Right, so if we grab all of this, and where have they gone? There. See how many we can fit on. Okay, and then I might as well just use the red belt again. Why am I balancing this into 4? That's all a bit pointless, isn't it? And up here. That's not even going to be one red belt's worth, but whatever. Did I have any red splitters? No, okay. Right, there we go. Ideally I'd put speed modules in it as well, but, I haven't got any, really, so there's no point trying. We can pick all of this up though, tidy up this as well. Give us extra space to put things in as well. Okay. Here's something I don't know. Will Spidey walk across solar panels? Oh, it will. Huh. I guess it's stepping in the gaps that... Because you can't walk past these, can you? Huh. I didn't know Spidey would walk across solar panels. That is fascinating. Right. Right. So, move you out of the way. If we put the miners, say, here. Oops. I could use my blueprint, couldn't I? In fact, let's use my blueprint and I'll stop messing it up. Yeah, definitely need to end the stream soon. I'm going a bit doolally, I think. Yeah, what the heck have I done here? Made a mess is the answer. Right. Other way around. Like that. Like that. See, why think about things when past Trismegistus has already done the thinking? Right. Let's bring you up. Fill out the rest of the blueprint. Now, let's do a couple of machines. Where am I going to put them? Let's put. So if we have that as the so maybe if I put one there, like that. This is, I mean, this is basically not even enough to do one machine, because landfill just uses so much stone. It's almost comical, but you know. Might as well. And then we want a chesticle. Make sure everything's... Oh, it's no roboport coverage. That's slightly ironic. Oh, it was flashing because it was out of power, but let's say no roboport coverage. And then I don't know, cover long-handed. So you can't generally keep them filled up in practice. And then should I cap that? Is there any point? No, it's just... Cool, okay. So can I fit a blueprint in here? Or is that just too cheeky? Oh! I thought I went through and did this. There you go. Getting tired. No, that doesn't go in, does it? Oh, what a strange noise they've given it. Right. Wasn't there another stone patch? I was gonna landfill that as well. So we might as well go and What's the time? 5 to 7. No, what I'll do, I'll stick in a load of landfill orders, and we'll call that a stream then. As it's very nearly time. So I guess I should do my sort of self-promo-y type things. So basically, this is my my series attempting to build a megabase. I've never made a megabase before. I'm just going to stick this all over the lake. Despite several thousand hours in the game. I stream it every Saturday and Sunday weekend. Occasional extra streams. I'm thinking about doing an extra one on Monday, but it might end up being a sort of a very short Dyson Sphere program stream to check out the copy and paste thing. The difficulty with the Dyson Sphere update is I want to go and see the new planets. That's what I really want to do, but I can't see the new planets in my current save. You've got to do a new save, and that then means the only way I can get to the... I mean, I guess I could luck out and, get one of the new planets in my, solar system, starting solar system, but in order to get over to see the new planets in the new save means getting all the way up to warp technology, and that's basically the entire game. So yeah. Oh, where did my landfill go? Yeah, so I then also stream Satisfactory on Fridays. All of my streams start at 3 PM. The normal scheduled regular ones do. British Summertime. You can check out the page if you want to check your local times. That's all filled out. Do we need landfill? There's no point landfilling this because I'm not going to put any solar panels on it because that'd mean pulling up the train. So there's no point landfilling that. Yeah, let's leave them to that then. Yeah. So say streams Fridays, Saturdays, Sundays starting at 3 o'clock. Just 2 hours for Satisfactory on Friday because it's a sort of bit of fun after work really for the week. And then these last 3 hours at a minimum, 4 hours if I can manage it. I just struggled through today despite being particularly tired. I say we're doing okay. I say I'm struggling a little bit to know exactly how to do. We've gone past the. I would say I'm good at the game in terms of getting up to launching a rocket. I can do that relatively quickly. Know how to do that. Megabasing, no, I always get stuck. So that's why this series exists, to kind of force me to do it. But it is very much me doing it my way. So it's not optimal. We're not moving that quickly really now. But yeah, I'm enjoying it. It's just difficult work, kind of working it out sometimes. What else do I need to say? Oh yes, I've got a YouTube channel and Twitter. They're exactly the same. This is me, Actress Magistus, same as my Twitch channel. However, on YouTube and Twitter, it's alias to Triggles, which is a sort of, I think, easier for people to say. I've had this username for literally about 20 years, so I don't want to abandon it, but I know it is difficult. A lot of people don't know how to say it. and Triggles is a sort of a nice little, you know, silly way of abbreviating it. So I use that instead on YouTube and Twitter. I don't know why I explained all that, but I did. Yeah, so if you want to follow me on Twitter or check out the YouTube channel, there is a complete playlist archiving every single stream I've done for this series and for Satisfactory. There's also my Dyson Sphere program series on there, you know, from when I was streaming that. So yeah, that's everything. I think I'm a bit discombobulated. I'm afraid to say I was a bit tired, but yeah, I think that's it for today. I say I'll be back tomorrow, 3 p.m. British Summer Time, to pick up more Factorio. We will do the inposts. It will certainly get something going for Iron, but what I'll probably do is I'll design the outposts, because we kind of need to head out into the wilderness to start picking up, you know, the big patches. You know, we're stuck with patches that are 10 million, you know, and we need patches that are, you know, 50 million type territory. So we're going to be out here, you know, for outposting. But to do that, we need artillery trains, they're great fun. But I need to build the blueprints for them. Yeah, we need the artillery outpost, you know, to do all the clearance, and then we need the actual, you know, proper outposts. I need to design them in such a way that I can feed both the bus and what I'm anticipating doing for the science builds, because I'm anticipating doing big trains for the science builds, but sticking with the 242 trains for the bus. So yeah, that'll be interesting, and that'll be what I'm intending to do tomorrow, basically. So yeah, for everyone who's been watching, thanks for joining me, and everyone watching on the VODs, you know, thanks for. I keep mentioning that because people have been watching on the VODs, which is really nice, and I say, but it does mean I have to sort of acknowledge them as well. So yeah, thanks for watching if you've been watching live, and for watching on catch up, and I will catch you hopefully in another stream. Cheers. What button am I pressing? I've forgotten.